and teachers everywhere. The time to shine is now and here. It's the battle of champions. Battle of champions. Rise and innovate. Come, let's co-create. Time to change our fate at the battle of champions. Battle of champions. Stanbic National Schools Championship.
Water sustains farms, homes, communities, but managing it, knowing when to pump, when to stop isn't always simple. At Sacred Heart Secondary School, Mushanga, innovation began with a simple goal: make water work smarter. Manual pumping wastes time, overflow wastes water, and forgetting to stop the pump can mean loss of water, energy, and effort. Their solution is Hydromax, an automatic water pumping system designed to respond to real needs. Hydromax pumps water when levels are low and automatically stops when the required level is reached, ensuring efficiency without constant supervision.
This is an automatic water pumping system. I call it Hydromax because I'm dealing with water. I mean, hydro means you are dealing with water.
Yes.
And the max, it means that the system does its work maximum.
Wow.
So how does it work? There are two pairs of wires. One is stored at the bottom and another one is stored at the top. We are having our reservoir, we are having our main tank. From the reservoir to the main tank.
Yes.
The main tank may be irrigation, schools, I mean purifiers, for example, at my school.
Yes.
We are using this system to pump water to the purifiers for students to get water for drinking.
Brilliant.
Before you take your solution out, you have to know who is going to take your solution.
At the Bootcamp, the challenge was precision. They learned how to fine-tune responsiveness, improve reliability, and ensure the system worked consistently, not just once, but every time.
So at our school, Sacred Heart,
When they first presented to the judges, the strength of Hydromax lay in its simplicity. It wasn't about complexity, it was about control.
so how does it work? This automatic water pump mainly has two wires, one at the top and one at the bottom. The one at the bottom senses that there is no water, thus automatically turning on the water pump. Thus, this water pump starts pumping to the main tank. Then it has a top wire, which also senses that the water is now full in the tank, thus automatically turning off the water pump. Now, in this case, our main customers are mainly schools, because we actually made research and discovered that 200 schools out of 500 schools don't use automatic water pumps, and therefore they are bound to get those expenses we already talked about. Then, how shall we generate revenue from this product? This product takes about 147,000 to generate it. All the materials, the control system, the relays and all that, it takes 147,000. And you expect to sell it at 200,000, that's making a profit of 53,000.
And my question is, how does the design change based on the capacity of the tank? Secondly is, you mentioned the operational cost on the device. What electricity does it consume, if you know already?
What is your plan to scale beyond this prototype, and what do you need and how much does it cost? Then for the irrigation, since it is automatic, why do you need to switch on and off, right? It costs you to make 147,000, you make a profit of 53,000. Is that for the prototype or the actual thing that you're going to take to market?
So first of all, he asked about the capacity of the tank. So the bigger the pump, the more the water it is going to pump to this side. Because if you look at this pump, it is small enough that it cannot pump water in a larger tank. So the bigger the pump, or the capacity of the pump, is actually the water that flows to this side. Then the other question was, if we need money or if we need support, what would we use it for? The first thing, we would use it for marketing, because personally I feel like 3 schools is not enough market. And the other thing, we would expand our idea. Like, there are some things we still need to improve. For example, here on the irrigation system, we feel like it's not yet very perfect. We need to know which percentage of water do you need in the soil.
This is the Western region. I will ask Ibanda Secondary School and Sacred Heart to be celebrated. Ibanda comes number 2, and Sacred Heart takes lead in this category.
Yes, I expected this win because I knew my project was going to be the best, and because it is problem solving and I'm getting a lot of money from it so far, I expected that win.
At the appraisals, Hydromax spoke through action. The system responded accurately. What started as an idea was now a dependable solution for irrigation, water storage, and daily use. We have the students speaking to improvements made and judges giving follow-up questions. Before the final pitch, there was confidence, not noise. Because when a system is built right, it doesn't need constant attention, it just works.
You know that 300 schools in Uganda out of 500 schools still use manual pumps? And just try to imagine it. If we lived in a world where you can get access to water on time with just no manual intervention, but rather the use of machines to automate this whole thing. We are the Hydromax water pumping systems here to ensure that there is continuous water supply to the world as we cause revolution on the way that water is being controlled in the world. And just as our slogan says, we pump up pressure together with quality. When we sat down as a team, we realized that actually in Uganda we are facing a problem whereby in schools, a school that is supposed to run on a certain timetable, there are delays in daily routines, and this just doesn't stop in schools. It goes to institutions and the many other places that use water. We also realized that there is inconsistent pump operations, and this is all thanks to the human errors because these pumps are being manually controlled. We also discovered that as these people are using people to operate their manual pumps, there is a problem of recurring costs. For example, take a look at it. If you're to pay a manual pump operator in 1 month, it will take up to 450,000, and that's literally close to 6 million in just 1 year. That's when we as the Hydromax water pumping solutions came up with an idea of bringing an automated water pumping system. And what does it do? It ensures consistent and timely water access with just no human intervention. It reduces on the operational costs because it's just one-time installation, takes only 500,000. And compare it with the other side where you're going to pay 450 per month. This just seems way too perfect. This is not just a project, this is a business that we've already implemented and we're actually making money out of it. How have we made money out of it? This has mainly been through the direct sales, whereby one product is sold at 500,000 shillings and it takes us 300,000 shillings to make this whole system. Then the other thing is that we also generate money through the repairs and maintenance. For example, if you take the product and maybe after a certain time it needs a little bit of servicing, we also make money out of this. Our profit margin is at 40, whereas our break-even point is at 2 products per month.
What makes you unique? Because, of course, manual pumps, they're reliable. There's already a structure there that your customers know. What makes you special, and why would they prefer to use you compared to what they already know?
What makes us special is that these manual pumps, or the pumps operated by the manual people, they are bound to error. These people, for instance, in my school, that's where we got this whole idea, because the person who was supposed to pump 3 consecutive days delayed and the whole system was down. Until the head teacher came and explained to us the whole thing and realized that actually if we introduce a machine that is reliable, that according to how this system works, if the water is at the bottom of this main tank, it will automatically turn on the pump for the reservoir. It pumps water until when it gets to the full, where we also have a sensor. When it gets to the full, it automatically switches off the pump. Meaning full time, this tank will be having water. When the water is down, it will turn on. When it's up, it will turn off. And when there is no water in the reservoir, it will inform you. That makes us special because at any point you'll find there is no water in the reservoir. This employee has left on the tap and it's just pumping air. But with this machine, we just keep in touch and know what's on the ground.
What plans do you have for the longevity of your infrastructure? Because there are already pumps on the market that do this. Ideally, like when I look at your prototype, and I'm just trying to imagine this is what you've installed in someone's home. It looks like this.
What we installed in someone's home is this. This is the control system. Then this is just to show you the main tank and the reservoir and how this whole thing works.
Okay. So the wooden box is what you've installed
Yeah.
in people's homes. How sustainable is that?
Like, how long can it last? Like, how durable is it?
How durable?
The good thing about this thing is that it is durable in a way that we put it up. We don't put it in any place where moisture, because we know, for what we know, moisture affects the wood. We put it up and the wires inside are insulated, so we ensure that this can really continue. We put a fan on our project, on our business, because we want it to keep aerating the whole thing, because you know where there are machines, there is overheating and all that. We've tried many ways so that we can ensure that the electronics inside here are not affected.
And it runs on power, right? Your pump runs on power.
Our pump runs on power depending on which source of power you want to use, either solar or electricity.
If there is a way eventually how you can charge a monthly recurring fee, it would be important for you, because I think it's not a massive market, right? Once you've installed it, you've sold one time and that's it. Which means you don't have a very great business, because it's not like millions of places that will need this. So I don't know, like you had service and maintenance fees. I think that's good. There's something else that we can find over time, how we can add monthly value to customers. That would be important probably to actually have a good business.
I really like that you're addressing a very particular problem that you faced. I think this is a very good place of information. The money for registration will definitely be much less than that. It will be good to some of this budgeter before producing more products to just improve the general setup, to take it out of the wood, to work with a 3D printer and really case it in a very nice way, and maybe some kind of backup power system in there, that when the power goes off, I'm on umeme, I don't have solar, I can still...
We have
It's there. You did. I didn't hear this.
I really didn't say it. I'm sorry, but then we have rechargeables and then the electricity and also the source for that solar. Because when we moved out to those people, some of them, like you can see, some of them are from homes. In my home area, it's kind of sort of a village. They told us they don't have electricity, so that's when you come up with a solar and maybe the rechargeables to act as the ETC.
Okay. Well done. I think next step, really package it very well and very strongly, as Judge Matthias said.
I expected tougher questions. Yes. We are the team that is going to South Africa. Yeah, and we are bringing the 20 million to our school.
What are you going to do when you get that money?
First of all, improve on our project, make it an actual business, sell it out to the world.
Is Sacred Heart SS Mushanga your champion? Tune in every day at 6:30 p.m. on UBC. Witness the brilliance, feel the passion, and cast your vote for who takes home 20 million Uganda shillings to elevate their invention to the next level. Because history is calling, and one school is about to answer.
Students and teachers everywhere, the time to shine is now and here. It's the battle of champions.